12th standard students of St. John's, good morning to you. Just a recapitulation of what we have seen before. We are in 6th chapter, Applications of Vector Algebra. In that, we studied various things. In the previous class, we discussed about equation of plane in various forms. That is, when a perpendicular to a plane is given and the distance between origin and the plane is given, what is the vector form of equation? In vector form, we have two types, parametric and non-parametric, and then Cartesian form. And then when a point and a perpendicular is given means, what is the equation of a plane we have discussed. In the continuation of that, again we are going to deeply discuss about various forms of equations of plane in this class also. So we are continuing our class with the concept of equation of plane. And today, again, before going into the problems, we first discuss the necessary formulas and techniques that we will apply in the problems. So usually what I'll say, if it is a theory class, that is, if it's not a problem, if it is a theory class, you should spend more time in it. If you spend more time in it, you just need less time to revise the problems. If not, even if you spend more time in problems, you cannot understand it. So spend more time here so that time will be less to revise the problems. Time will be, you just need a minimum time to revise all the problems. The heading is equation of a plane passing through a point and parallel to two vectors. So in this class we are going to discuss about three headings, out of which the first heading is this. All the three headings are nothing but to find equation of a plane only. Out of which the first topic, first heading is through a point, one point, and parallel to two vectors. So one point, two parallel vectors. This is the first heading. Again I repeat, we are going to discuss about what is equation of a plane passing through a point. So in plane we know one point and the plane is parallel to two vectors. So this is first type. Parametric form, r vector is equal to a vector plus su vector plus tv vector. So these are all formulas. First you should concentrate on this. First memorize this. Spend time here. That is what I am insisting. Okay. Now since this is a formula, in this formula you should know a vector means, I'll write in the bracket, a vector represents point. The heading itself says the plane passes through a point, one point. That point is represented as a vector. And the plane is parallel to two vectors. If you see the formula, a vector plus su vector plus tv vector. Here, u vector, v vector represents parallel vectors. So you should know this formula as well as you should know what is a vector, u vector, v vector and all. When we have to apply this formula, under what heading this formula comes, all these things you should know. You may get a 5-mark question from this exercise. So just understand it, observe it very carefully. Then only you will understand the problems. This is a point. U and V are nothing but parallel vectors. S and T are constants. So vector equation of a plane in parametric form. What is the heading? The plane should pass through a point and it should be parallel to two vectors. What is a vector? Point. What is u and v? Parallel vectors. So r vector is equal to a vector plus su vector plus tv vector is the parametric form. Non-parametric form means this constants will not come. So r minus a dot u cross v equal to 0. So this is called non-parametric form for this heading. This is point again. R vector minus a vector. A vector means point dot u cross v, these two are parallel vectors, equal to 0. If you compare in parametric form, constants may come. Non-parametric form means this s and t won't come. We will just have a vector, u vector, v vector and r vector. So the third one is Cartesian form. Determinant of x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2 equal to 0. So this is the formula for finding the equation of a plane which passes through a point and parallel to two vectors is this. And if you again see this formula, x1, y1, z1, again I'll write here, x1, y1, z1 represents the point. This L1, M1, N1 represents parallel vector. L2, M2, N2 represents another parallel vector. So if you see the formula itself, by seeing the formula itself I can say which heading it is, because x1, y1, z1, one point is given, L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2 means two parallel vectors. So passing through a point and parallel to two vectors. So we can easily remember the formula. So you should memorize all these things. Next we will go for the next heading. So under one heading we have three formulas. One is parametric form, non-parametric form, Cartesian form. In the question which type is asked, you should first see, accordingly you should apply the formula. Next heading is again equation of a plane passing through 2 points. If you compare that, this is 1 point, this is 2 points and parallel to one vector. So understand the difference. This is 1 point, 2 parallel vector. But if you see here, 2 points and 1 parallel vector. Again parametric form, r vector is equal to 1 minus s a vector. A vector means it is point. First point I can say, plus SB vector. B vector is second point. One parallel, no? So V vector is called parallel vector. So you should understand why the formula comes like this. 1 minus S A vector. A vector means point. First point. SB vector. This is second point. So the plane passes through 2 points. Plus T V vector. Only one parallel vector is given, so we are naming that as V vector. So that is called parallel vector. You should know this. What is this actually? It is the formula in parametric form for equation of plane which passes through 2 points and parallel to one vector. Now we will see what is non-parametric form for this. The non-parametric form is given by r vector minus a vector. A vector means first point, r vector minus a vector dot b vector minus a vector, b vector minus a vector. What is b vector? Second point. What is c? What is a vector? First point. So b vector minus a vector cross. Here I will change one thing. This is v vector, not c. This is v. Cross v vector. Again, if you don't understand this, this is nothing but v vector, not c vector. So this is the formula for what? Non-parametric form. R vector minus a vector dot b vector minus a vector cross v vector. If you see no constants involved, no constants will come in non-parametric form. What is the formula? R minus a dot b minus a cross v. B, A are first and second points. V is the parallel vector equal to 0. So this is the formula for non-parametric form. Cartesian form, determinant of x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. First row. Second row, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So by seeing this itself, you can understand x1, y1, z1 is first point. x2, y2, z2 is nothing but second point. So from this itself I can say the plane passes through 2 points. And if you see the last row L, M, N, this is nothing but one parallel vector. This is parallel vector equal to 0. Similarly, we will go for the next heading. I said totally 3 headings we are having. The third one is this. Equation of a plane passing through 3 points. If you see the first one, 1 point, second 2 point, now 3 points. If you see the first heading, 1 point but 2 parallel. Second heading, 2 points, 1 parallel. Third heading, 3 points, no parallel. Here parallel vector is not given. If we know 3 points, we can, that is enough to say the formula. Now the parametric form is given by r vector is equal to 1 minus s minus t into a vector. A vector means what? First point, plus s b vector, second point, plus t c vector, third point. Hope you will understand. This a vector represents what? First point. The plane passes through 3 points. So b vector means second point. C vector means third point. If you see the cons, how many? 1, 2, 3 terms are present passing through 3 points. 1 minus s minus t into a vector plus sb vector plus tc vector. Non-parametric form. Here constants will not come. So r vector minus a vector dot b vector minus a vector cross c vector minus a vector. Here a is first point, b is second point, c is third point. B minus a cross c minus a equal to 0. This is called what? Non-parametric form. What is the next heading? Can you guess? Yes, it is Cartesian form. We will see what is the formula for Cartesian form. Yes, as we said, the next heading is Cartesian form. Determinant of x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, first row. x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, second row. x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1 equal to 0. Here LMN will not come because no parallel vector is given, only 3 points. So we'll be having x1, y1, z1 first point, x2, y2, z2 second point, x3, y3 is third point. So only 3 points. Equal to 0 is the formula for what? Cartesian form. So here ends the theory part. What you should do, you stop the video here, go through the video again. First write the formulas clearly. First learn the formulas. Then you come for revising or seeing the problem. Then you will understand. We'll go for problem number 46. Find the non-parametric form of vector equation and Cartesian equation of the plane passing through the point 2, 3, 6 and parallel to the straight lines. This is one straight line and this is second straight line. So the question is very simple. They have given the heading also clearly. We need to find non-parametric form and then Cartesian form. So two types we have to find of the plane that passes through the point. So this is one point is given. So we are taking that as a vector. This is very important. We should know from that given data, we should be able to write these things. This is a point, so we should represent that as a vector. 2i vector plus 3j vector plus 6k vector. What else? What is the other data given? And parallel to the straight lines. So this is one straight line. This is second straight line. When it is given parallel to the straight lines, from this first straight line, I can take first parallel vector. From the second straight line, I can take second parallel vector. You should always remember, parallel vector means we should take only from the denominator. This is another important thing. So if a straight line is like this, if you listen the classes that we done in straight lines, you might have understood clearly the above numbers are called points on the straight line. The below numbers are called parallel vector of those straight lines. So I should take numbers only from the denominator. 2i plus 3j plus k. That is called what? U vector, first parallel vector. Similarly, second line is given no parallel to this second line. So from the second line, from the denominator, I can take v vector. I cannot take numbers from numerator for parallel vector. Only I should take from the denominator. v is equal to 2i minus 5j minus 3k. So from the given question we have written what is given clearly. So a vector, u vector, v vector. What is the meaning? The plane passes through a point and parallel to two vectors. So we have to identify the type from the data. So after identifying, now we identified the plane passes through only one point and parallel to two vectors, right? What is the question asked? Non-parametric form. So write non-parametric form heading and write the suitable formula. What is the formula? R minus A. A means point. Dot U cross V. U is first parallel vector. V vector is second parallel vector. Equal to 0. So this is the non-parametric equation. But after writing the formula, you just substitute, that's all. R vector minus, in place of A vector, write the value. Dot U cross V. Write U value cross V vector value equal to 0. You need not simplify anything here. Just write the formula and substitute. Here ends the first part, non-parametric form. What is the other question asked? Find also the Cartesian equation. Now we will see how to find Cartesian equation. So first Cartesian equation, we should write the formula here. What is the formula? X minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, L1, m1, n1, L2, m2, n2, because we have two parallel vectors equal to 0. Now if you see, this is in the beginning we started with writing A vector, U vector, V vector. For our understanding I have written once again what is A vector, what is U vector, what is V vector. See the previous page, this will be there. We have written again. Why we should write, why we are writing this? What is A vector? Actually it represents a point. What is U and V? Parallel vectors. So x minus x1, here x1, y1, z1 is nothing but point. So I should treat 2 as x1, 3 as y1, 6 as z1 and substitute in this formula. In place of z1 write 6, in place of y1 write 3, in place of x1 write 2. Then another one is L1, M1, N1. This is first parallel vector. So 2, 3, 1. So 2, 3, 1. What is L2, M2, N2? Take from V vector. 2 minus 5 minus 3 equal to 0. So we should expand this and find out the answer. You know how to expand a determinant. So first this is plus we know. So x minus 2 into, leave this column, leave this row, just cross multiply and write the answer here. We know very well plus minus plus. So this term carries minus symbol. So putting minus, opening a square bracket. Even you can do the calculation in the same way, so you won't get any confusion here. Y minus 3 into, leave this column and this row, 2 into minus 3 minus 6, 2 into 1 2, between 1 minus symbol we will have, so minus 6 minus 2. Plus minus plus, so I should put plus here, z minus 6 into, same thing, leave the column and leave the row, cross multiply, minus 10 minus 6, you know why it is minus 6, right, equal to 0. Now afterwards, in the next step, just I am simplifying these two numbers, minus 9 plus 5 minus 4, minus 6 minus 2 minus 8, minus 10 minus 6 minus 16. That is what, that is how I have written this step from this. Nothing else, just simplifying the numbers in the brackets and writing this. Then bringing the numbers inside the brackets. What happens? Minus 4 will come inside the bracket, right? Minus 4 will come here, so it becomes minus 4x. Minus 4 comes with minus 2, becomes plus 8. So and just multiply it and put a bracket here, and then this minus symbol is here, open another bracket. Now you take this minus 8 inside, minus 8 into y minus 8y, minus 8 into minus 3 plus 24, plus open another bracket, take this minus 16 inside. So minus 16 is at plus 96 equal to 0. Hope you will not have any confusion here. Now removing the brackets and writing minus 4x plus 8, take this minus inside, plus 8y minus 24, plus into minus, so minus 16 is it, plus into plus, plus 96 equal to 0. Now we can easily simplify by writing first x term, ordering y term, then z term, and combine every number. 96 plus 8 104 minus 24 plus 80. Now if I see this, all the terms are looking like that I can divide all the term by 4. So dividing by 4, we are getting this step. 4 becomes 1, 8 becomes 2, 16 becomes 4, 80 will turn to 20. Since the first term carries minus symbol, usually what we will do, we will change the symbol for all the terms. So x minus 2y plus 4z minus 20 equal to 0 is the Cartesian form. So try to do the calculation like this. Don't do without using proper brackets. Then definitely you will commit mistakes in symbols, so that the answer will go wrong. So try to follow this procedure. Even while practicing, try to do in the same way. So this is what the Cartesian equation of the plane. First, what we found out? In first part we found out was the non-parametric vector equation. Now we got the answer for Cartesian equation. Why we have applied this formula? Because the plane passes through one point and parallel to two vectors. We will go for the next sum. Question number 47. Find the parametric form of vector equation and the Cartesian equations of the plane passing through the points 2, 2, 1, 1, minus 2, 3. So by seeing the question itself, we can easily say that the plane passes through this point and this point. So 2 points was given, and listen carefully, and parallel to the straight line passing through the points, another 2 points are given. So don't get confused whether 4 points are given means no. The plane passes through only these 2 points, and the plane is parallel to a straight line. That straight line passes through these 2 points. Don't get confused with these 2 and these 2. I think you will not have any confusion here. The plane passes through only these 2 points, and the plane is also parallel to a straight line. I'll draw a diagram. If the plane is parallel to this straight line, and this straight line passes through 2 points, 2, 1, minus 3 is 1 point, and another point maybe minus 1, 5, minus 8. We able to understand what is this? These 2 points are nothing but where the straight line passes. But 2, 2, 1 and 1 minus 2, 3 are nothing but they are the points on the plane. So this is taken as A vector. So 2i plus 2j plus k. I minus 2j plus 3k is taken as B vector. This is first point and second point. Finally, since the line passes through these 2 points, I can consider the first point as x1, y1, z1, for example. And this point can be treated as x2, y2, z2. We know very well the direction ratios can be calculated using the formula x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So x2 minus x1 means what will happen here? Minus 1 minus 2, that is what is written here. Minus 3, 5 minus 1. Next one is minus 8 minus of minus plus 3. So what are these values? X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. These are the values. That is nothing but the parallel vector. So in a question, if a straight line passes through 2 points and our plane is parallel to the straight line, how to calculate that parallel vector? Using the formula x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. But in the previous sum, if you see, directly one straight line equation was given. So we took the numbers from the denominator and said that is u vector and another one is v vector. But here it is not the case. Straight line was given. Directly the equation was not given. It is indirectly given that 2 points on the straight lines are given. So how to calculate the parallel vector? From those 2 points we can calculate the parallel vector using the formula x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. That is what we have done here. So after subtracting, we get v vector. Now I can easily identify what is the type this plane comes under. What is the type? Yes, the type is the plane passes through 2 points and parallel to one vector. What is the form question? Find the parametric form. If you see the previous question, they have asked non-parametric. Here they are asking parametric. So we should know formulas properly. Parametric form means first I am writing the formula. Since the plane is passing through 2 points, I will be having a vector and b vector. 1 minus s a vector plus s b vector plus tv vector. This is called parametric equation. We need to do what we have to do. Just substitute. Write 1 minus s. In place of a, write the value. Plus s. B place, write b value. Plus t into v vector means substitute the value. This is what? Parametric equation. Here ends the first part. What is the next question asked? Cartesian equation. Put the heading, write the proper formula. Since the plane passes through 2 points, the formula looks like this. X minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, first row. X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 is the second row. The final row is LMN, which is nothing but for parallel vector equal to 0. So in this we are going to substitute. What is x1, y1, z1? That has to be chosen from A vector. x2, y2, z2 means chosen from B vector. LMN will be taken from V vector. Keep that in your mind. So for your understanding, I have written A vector, B vector, V vector once again here. This is in the beginning we wrote. For our understanding, I have written it in the rough column. So I am substituting the value. X minus x1. x1 is nothing but 2. y1 is nothing but 2. z1 is nothing but 1. So we can fill the first row. What is second row? x2 minus x1. What is x2 here? 1. What is x1? 2. So subtracting that, 1 minus 2. y2 minus y1. Minus 2 minus 2. z2 minus z1. 3 minus 1. LMN. Directly taken from V vector. So minus 3, 4, minus 5 equal to 0. I think you will try, you yourself understand these steps because this is nothing but determinant value. Simplifying the second row, we are getting this 1 minus 2 minus 1. This is minus 4, 3 minus 1 is 2. So first row, second row, third row, clearly we got equal to 0. Now other thing is expansion. Expanding the determinant, you know very well, plus minus plus. So writing like this. How 20 minus 8 comes? Cross multiplying like this. How 5 plus 6 comes? Minus 1 into minus 5, 5. Minus 3 into 2, minus 6. So we should write as plus 6. Plus z minus 1 into minus 4 plus 12 comes. So I should write minus 12. First simplify the numbers in the bracket. This becomes 12, this becomes 11. And if you simplify this, you will get minus 16. Bring this 12 inside, you will get this. 11 inside, you will be getting this. Minus 16 inside, this answer will come. Remove the brackets. 12x minus 24 minus 11y plus 22. Bringing the plus symbol inside, so you will be getting this. What is the next step? Arranging in order. X term first, y term next, z term will come after. Then simplifying the numbers. 22 plus 16, 38. 38 minus 24 plus 14 equal to 0. This is the Cartesian form of the given plane. We will see one more problem. Problem number 48. Find the non-parametric form of vector equation and Cartesian equation of the plane passing through the point and perpendicular to the plane and parallel to the line. So you should know one thing. When it is given parallel to the line, we can take parallel vector from this. Parallel vector can be taken from parallel to the line. And another thing, when it is given perpendicular to the plane, then also we can take a parallel vector from that. We can take parallel vector from that. Once again I repeat, parallel to the line means we can take parallel vector from that. When it is given perpendicular to the plane, then also we can take a parallel vector from that data. So keep this in your mind. If you see the question now, passing through the point, one point is directly given, so that point is taken as a vector, I minus 2j plus 4k. perpendicular to the plane, this word comes perpendicular to the plane, a plane is given. So from that data we can take a parallel vector. How to take means just take the coefficients 1, 2, minus 3. So u vector is nothing but 1i plus 2j minus 3k. And see the next line, parallel to the line, one line was given. So parallel to the line means from that we can take a parallel vector. Where should we take from? From the denominator. So 3 minus 1, 1 is nothing but v vector. So by seeing the question you should be able to write this, then only we can do the problem. So a, u, v we know, so we can easily identify the type. 1 point, 2 parallel. Now go for the question what is asked, non-parametric form. So write the heading and write the corresponding formula. R minus a dot u cross v equal to 0. You know very well, in this we need not do anything, just substituting. In place of a write the value u v equal to 0. So just substituting we will finish the first part. Second part is nothing but the Cartesian equation. Since the plane passes through 1 point and 2 parallel, second row and third row we will have L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2, which is for parallel vectors. X1, Y1, Z1 is nothing but point. So now we have to substitute and expand the determinant, that's all, right? Now see, for our reference we are writing once again all the three values, a vector, u vector, v vector. So x minus x1, x1 means take from a, that is 1 is x1, minus 2 is y1, so it becomes plus 2, 4 is z1, so minus 4, L1, M1, N1 take from u vector 1, 2, minus 3, L2, M2, N2 3 minus 1, 1 equal to 0. The remaining thing you know, x minus 1 into just cross multiplying. For the second term we should have minus symbol, so opening a bracket, cross multiplying, you will get this. For the third term plus symbol, cross multiplying these two, you will get this. 2 minus 3 minus 1, 1 plus 9 10, minus 1 minus 6 is minus 7, bringing minus sign inside, minus x plus 1, 10 inside, 10y plus 20, minus 7 inside, minus 7 is z plus 28, removing the brackets so that minus goes inside, plus into minus minus, plus into plus plus, arranging the terms, x first, y next, z next, combining the numbers 28 minus 20, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. Since minus sign is present before, we will change the symbol for all the terms, or multiplying minus symbol on both the sides. So x plus 10y plus 7z minus 9 equal to 0. I think you will understand this. Homework will be given in similar type. Do it and send it to me immediately. Thank you, children.